Gist with Jolly. Bringing you hot and direct gist. Subscribe and turn notification bell.
Esosa Demodia calls out her colleague out on social media, Frederick Leonard. Welcome back to this channel. This is Nolly Direct. Here we talk about everything in the Nolly. If this is your first time coming across this channel, please don't make it your last. Help us to subscribe and turn notification bell for every entertaining update you get in the Nollywood. Esosa calls out her colleague on social media. What seemed to be a joke has turned out to be a fight between these two. And when we were investigating what actually happened that she called that, we went to her Instagram and we saw this. An actor called a script supervisor to come closer, which she did. Suddenly, he put her dress close to his face and used that dress on her body to clean his sweat. The lady protested and the actor was yelling at her and demanded that the girl be kicked out of the set because he's a god. Thankfully, the director had the balls to reprimand the actor and stood up for the script supervisor. Note, he never apologized and his dad was right there with his PA. Even God will not treat a fellow human being like that. We're trying to assimilate or understand what this write-up was all about. I had to go further to investigate more. Being a blogger, we really need to understand what actually happens before we come out to say what we know and what we don't know. I had to go straight. Believe me, this is the first time I'm ever going to Esosa's Instagram page. I had to go and follow her immediately to know what actually happened. Then again, I saw another post because I wanted to dig out what actually led to this very joke. Because according to her, she later said that Frederick Leonard had blocked her for jokingly playing with him. But how can you actually make this a joke? Maybe this is how she jokes in the Nollywood. I don't know. I don't really follow her like that, as she's not my favorite actress. Well, to fully understand what actually happened between Frederick Leonard and her, I had to do more further investigation. That is what took me to her Instagram page, and I saw this again. This is her Instagram page. Dear Frederick Leonard, you can block me for cracking a simple joke with you. It was an obvious joke. You could have deleted or come to my DM to say, Haba babe, I don't like it, and I will sharply apologize and delete. It was never intended to hurt you, but I guess it hurts so much because it's true. Thunderfa, please, this place does not support. Does not support. Block me so you can sleep at night, but you cannot block that voice in your head telling you the truth. The truth is bitter. Crew members are human beings. Stop treating them like animals and making clout chasing videos to look like you're a good person. A lot of crew members turn down job offers when they hear that you're on it. That's deep, bro. They are only they hear you okay, they turn down job offer once they hear that you're in it. That's very deep, bro. Only your friend will tell you your mouth is smelling. You have blocked your sister, but you cannot block the truth. Well, I'm actually trying to the writing or the details are very tiny for my eye to catch. That's why it seems as though I'm not getting it very well. Well, this is another piece again. Having read the first one that she cracked a joke, Frederick Leonard had to block her, having seen that very joke. And then she came again to write this, that you may have blocked me for cracking that joke, but in the real sense, that joke was true. Now, let's talk about it. According to her, Frederick Leonard used a scriptwriter's clothes, a female, to clean his sweat. They were all on set on a movie, and he called or beckoned on the girl to come close to him, and he used the script writer's dress to clean his sweat, and then asked him to go and asked her to go. But the lady protested that why would you use my dress to dry your tears? I mean, to dry the sweat on your face. And the Frederick Leonard had to order someone to let the lady out of the site, the scene or the shooting site where they were. So the lady, the director had to come into the situation and reprimanded Frederick Leonard, telling him what he did was actually wrong. But Frederick Leonard did not apologize to the girl even after being reprimanded. Now, this is the problem that this lady was trying to point out to him in a joking manner, but it's actually a truth. But what I was saying in all of this is that this is your colleague. You don't need to come out to drag him on the social media. You all work in the same industry. You already know that this is what he does, or many time he feels like he is God according to you. You may have spotted many faults or many things or things that you don't like about him. Why not, since you, according to you, you said you are close to him, he's a sister to you, I mean, yes, he's a brother to you. Why didn't you go and tell him his faults rather than coming on social media to drag him? You don't wash your dirty linen in the public. There is no way, or there is no organization that is not full of rifts. There are rifts everywhere. But calling him out on social media is totally wrong, except in a situation whereby he does it over and over and over and and continues without listening to anybody before you cannot come on to social media to see maybe this will actually calm him down. But coming on social media to drag him, it is unprofessional, uncalled for, and unrealistic. As in fact, I don't even understand. You shouldn't do this. As much as you're trying to correct him, but this is a very wrong way of correcting someone. So Etinososa be Sosa, yes. Etinososa official, that's her Instagram handle. Why Esosa Idemuda is her real name. She's from Edo State. She's a producer, an actress, an engineer, and a content creator. Yes, professional and good in her skills in the Nollywood. Started in the Nollywood 2016 till date. According to Edemoda, she said that this is not the first time that this will be happening, that many people turn down job offers that is being offered to them once they spot that Frederick Leonard is on it. But why would this be? Well, Frederick Leonard, this is a kind of advice to you. The excesses, when you think you're a god, the excesses, I think, for her to even come out, it may have been that it is excess for her saying that many even turn down job offers once they hear you are in the job, meaning it has been a repeated case. Well, as much as I condemn the manner and ways to which you handle the situation, it still doesn't stop us from telling Frederick Leonard to calm down. No, being a fine man doesn't end there. You understand? You know, Frederick Leonard has been a very talked about actor in the Nollywood until he settled down. He was one handsome young man, just like Maurice Sam of today, that people always talk about. He was once talked about and loved by many single ladies out there. But immediately he got married, the love and affections that people had for him died down a bit simply because of his marriage. Well, there's been a lot of controversy around his marriage, of which I may not go into details right now. But calling out on you, it means the excesses is too much. Please, now cut it down. The fine boy in you, yes, I know many times you feel that you're a very fine boy, you're a very fine man. Let me know use boy, you're not a boy anymore. You're a very fine man, but These crews are human beings, just like Esosa has said. They are human beings. A crew member today can become a producer tomorrow. You can check back time. You can check back. There were costumiers now that are big producers that you can't even get close to. Uchenasi was a costumier. You know, costumier, the makeup people that make up people a lot. She was a costumier, but she's one of the biggest producer you can see in the Nollywood. Those are example that someone is a crew member, maybe an artist, or yes, or maybe a costumier, or maybe an editor or something, doesn't mean the person will remain down there. So you shouldn't treat them like rats. Respect them. They are human beings. They are only fending for their pockets. Please, the way you people behave many times, you feel like you're God. You are not God, though. God can bring somebody down that is feeling too pompous. So my own for you is that if you have been doing this and continues like this, it's not going to be good for your reputation, because people will come out loud against you. The people, without the crew member, your production cannot be complete. Quote me anywhere. Only you cannot act. Only you cannot be the editor, cannot be the costumier, cannot be the writer, cannot be the everything, or even the welfare. Only you cannot do all of this job. So treating them like rats or like rags, that their jobs are not important to you, is way wrong. They are human beings just like you are. You are only opportune to be a producer and paying them. I guess because you're paying them, you feel like maybe you cannot treat them any. This is way too wrong. Wrong. You know, Gist with Julie will always, Nolly the right will always say her mind. I only stand on the path of truth and nothing. This is wrong. You don't treat your crew member in that manner. Honestly speaking, I must say this is very wrong. But Esosa, this is also very wrong. Coming out for us to know this situation. Like now, we don't know what was going on all along. We don't know if Frederick Leonard had been treating people bad on set. We don't know. But for you to have brought it online, that means it is now our business. Anybody that wants to share anything in the public that you don't want anybody to know, it's better you keep it to yourself. But once you share it online, it becomes public consumption. So everybody will be entitled to their opinion. There's a lot of bloggers that will say many things about this gist. This is my own candid opinion. To you, a demo that you should have settled it within the space of your profession. It wasn't. The joke was way too much. But on the part of Frederick, if this is true, I'm not saying it's entirely true because it's based on what I saw online. But if this is true, then it is very wrong. Treating your fellow human being like crap simply because of their profession is way too wrong. You understand? So you guys should know how to settle your differences. Settle it and then get back to work. Anyways, you people are doing amazing. Yes, as much as you all are doing an amazing job, you shouldn't spoil it. And this is public consumption. Oh. People are the ones to consume. And when you annoy these people that are your customers, you know now, you just be acting in vain. Anyways, I wanted to bring this to all of our notice. I don't know my listeners. I don't know how we are going to settle this issue. What do you even think about this whole drama? Who is wrong between these two? Is it Idemoda, Esosa, or Frederick Leonard? Let's hear your part on the comment section.